High in the Pennines lies Boundary Park, home of Oldham Athletic Football Club. They're not one of football's glamour teams, but in August 1992 they took their place in the new FA Premier League. That meant a share of £300 million from a satellite TV deal. Everyone else's second favourite club were in the big time. Close-up North cameras followed Oldham through the first Premier League season. Could the bookies' favourites for relegation defy the odds?
It's early doors to get too carried away, but there are signs taking place now, that we can be a fair side. We're still one of the favourites for relegation, but we don't take too much notice from that. We just hope that the bookies are wrong.
Early season optimism has begun to evaporate. The Latics are in the bottom third of the table. On a wet and windy Monday night, the visit of high-flying Norwich City attracts the cameras for a live match. Along with higher admission prices has come American-style pre-match entertainment.
I think they're very good. Yes, I enjoy them. Obviously, a good crowd, plenty of people coming. I don't think it stops people coming just because it's on Sky.
I mean, it gives them a bit to look at, but it's really a bit stupid, to be honest with you. Do you think?
No, it's what matters, isn't it? The 90 minutes is what matters. What goes on before and after is just a farce, really, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's a bit tight on. It's 2 after this.
On top of an initial £750,000, the club earns around £70,000 for each live Sky game. Some fans stay at home. For those who do brave the elements, Oldham always serves up excitement.
13 minutes gone. Oldham 2, Norwich 2. The cross comes in, then Johnson who's off, heading just wide. And there is the situation, David.
Deep into injury time, Norwich score the winner to go top of the table.
Comes into challenge, but now it's Robbins in with a chance of a shot. Oh, it's there! Mark Robbins has scored a hat-trick. A mile away from where he used to live, and that is desperate for Oldham Athletic.
Despite another defeat, morale among the players remains high. The manager knows all about the hard work that brings success.
In goes Royal, 3-0.
As a goal-scoring centre-forward, Joe Royal won a championship medal with Everton. After 11 years at Oldham, he's the league's longest-serving manager.
We used to cater for 3,500 people here. Now we have 12,000 average, near enough. We have players earning wages here that I just would never have imagined. So the club has made such rapid strides in a short time, really, that it's changing all the time. First objective, stay up. We've got to stay up. We've got to stay in the Premier League and all the finance that goes with it. We're one of the wannabes. We want to be up there.
Unlike their big city neighbours, Oldham can't afford the millions needed to buy top players. So the search for fresh talent has led to Scandinavia. Gunnar Halle was signed after playing amateur football in Norway.
Not too happy today?
We didn't make anything particular for Gunnar because he did speak English. He did settle down really quickly, and as soon as he got his wife over here and his baby, well, he's just accepted now as a player. The fact that he's Norwegian is incidentally, he's a Latics player. He still has problems. I mean, he has problems because you will hear Geordies, Mancunians, Yorkshire, all kinds of different dialects in the dressing room, and I think sometimes he finds it hard. But now he's settled in the treat, and if there's any more like Gunnar, we'll have him.
Oldham's season, though, goes from bad to worse. After cup defeat at First Division Cambridge, Royal describes the team performance as dire. Away from problems on the field, club chairman and chief executive Ian Stott is on his way to a London meeting of Premier League chairmen. By now, attendances are down and TV audiences lower than predicted.
I do believe the recession is the main reason for the falling off in the gates, not some of these peripheral things like the television that have been mentioned. So it's in a difficult state at the moment because a lot of people's forecasts and budgets have gone wrong. I mean, we're certainly a bit down ourselves, and it hasn't helped the general state of flow of monies round between the clubs, which is at the moment fairly stagnant. Well, I'm delighted to be unfashionable as long as I'm in it. I think our image and our awareness of Oldham has increased considerably over the last 3 or 4 years. So I don't think we're as unknown as we were, but I'm happy to be unfashionable.
Again, if you proffer your hand, are you not prepared to proffer your hand? There you are. It's Mr. Kelly of the Football Association, which I'm sure you all know. Very important man in these proceedings today.
This is off the cuff.
This is off the cuff, but he's no. I've been with them all morning, so they are from Manchester. Part of the world that Mr. Kelly knows very well.
Why are they with you?
Because they love me dearly and they've got nothing better to do.
A controversial proposal to form a second Premier Division dominates the agenda. After brief discussion, it's thrown out. That leaves the chairman time to reflect on his club's philosophy.
I think we are good enough. I think we do play the right sort of football to be able to get out of it. It may be that we're just not nasty enough. One hesitates to say that. I mean, I don't like the idea of being that, but I just sometimes wonder whether we are too football conscious. I think we've got the capability and the resilience. We've come back from 2 goals down in many games in the past, so we can come back from being in the bottom 3 at the moment. So I don't see us doing anything very dramatic, but I think it will be just enough.
Boundary Park for this afternoon's Premier League game against Oldham Hotspur, and a particularly warm welcome to our match sponsors this afternoon, OMC Ford Oldham and Windmill Print and Design from Cradley Heath. Welcome to Boundary Park. I'm sure everybody will have an enjoyable afternoon with us here, and let's hope for the right result at the end of the day. We're just about ready to serve lunch. If you could make your way to...
Another Saturday, another 3 points. But there's big money to be made as well. Corporate hospitality is now a vital part of all sporting events, but it hasn't always been like that.
Match sponsorship on a match day 11 years ago was for 8 people, and they got a plate of sandwiches at half time and a cup of tea. Now we're talking about a 4-course meal served with wine, complimentary bar facilities and so forth. Completely different operation to 11 years ago. Football is a major business, and it's certainly major when you're in the Premier League. Every football club has got to be run as a business and as a tight ship, and you've got to make the best of your opportunities.
Those commercial opportunities include a souvenir shop, plus a unique travel agency where fans can book a close season holiday. But putting Boundary Park in the same league as Old Trafford or Anfield depends on cash coming in.
It's all down to success on the field at the end of the day in relation to your average gates and how successful the shop is and so forth. Obviously, the better you're doing in the league, the more interest there is through the shop and through sponsorship and so forth. It all revolves around the team.
After only 1 win in 8 games, the team needs to beat Tottenham. They win 2-1 with a last-minute goal.